Hello everybody, this is Etho, and we are back at it, guys, with another episode of the TerraFirmaPunk today. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I myself have had a bit of an adventure this last week. Quite the exciting adventure indeed. So it started about a week ago, and just a random conversation with someone was like, oh, by the way, Etho, did you hear that there was a lettuce recall recently? There's E. coli in the lettuce, right? And I eat lettuce like every day. So it turns out I might have gotten a little bit of E. coli, or maybe it's just the flu, I'm not sure. But I've been sick this last like week. Constant stomach trouble, cramps, and emergency evacuations every time I eat something. Didn't get a fever or anything like that, or some of the other symptoms you might expect. Nausea, didn't get that. Just like stomach cramps and evacuations. That's it. And it's like a week later now, and I'm still having issues. So it seems to have gotten a little bit better, but I'm not over it yet. So that's been my exciting adventure so far. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you weren't affected. But let's get to the TerraFirmaPunk stuff here. So we built this like building last episode. I went and I got a load of sequoia from that forest nearby. Finished the roof for the most part. There's a couple spaces there I got to fill in yet. But our brewing area here is like, oh wow, he like ran right through me and hit me there. They both have top hats. These are some dapper cows. Come on. I want to carry on with the episode here. Sometimes it takes forever to get through these fights. But anyways, this building here is going to be nice and convenient for us. I brought over a quern so we can grind down our flours. Right? We're going to combine these together. Cut off the decay. So we want exactly 160 ounces. So it says, this is the big thing about this building though, is having the signs to give us the information is super helpful. So I know it's 40 ounces without having to look it up now. So that means we got to split this into quarters, right? So each of these is exactly 40 ounces, so none will go to waste, and then we can just toss it in these barrels of water, and you see it's going to make sake for us, so that's cool. We will actually get a lot from this, now that I think about it. Before I was just like throwing in the whole stacks here because I didn't know how much it required, so I was wasting a lot of it. Now we're going to be super efficient as well, which is cool. So we have a little bit of a problem to solve here. Like if we want to do any of this brewing stuff that uses salt water, like if we want to make brine or potions, you need brine to make witch water for potions. It's like impossible to move this stuff. So like I can pick up one barrel, right? If it's in my inventory, it says I'm overburdened. I can't move. I'm holding forward right now. I can't move unless I carry it on my back. That's the only way you can transport it. So that means I have to walk all the way to the nearest ocean, which is over here, and bring one barrel back at a time in order to get salt water. And we're going to be using lots of this stuff probably. So we need a way to transport this stuff quickly. How are we going to do that? So I was looking into it. I think we might want to get into making storage drawers. I think there's a way we can cheese this. If we make one of these and then we use the packing tape, we can possibly fit several barrels into that and then pick it up, and it'll allow us to move around still. So I think we have all the things we need to do this. It's just kind of complicated to put it all together. Like there's a few steps to doing it. So for example, just to make the packing tape alone to pick up the stuff, we're going to need sulfur. We got that by some lava. We found reeds a while ago, so we were able to make paper. And apparently you can make this rubber just by cooking slime balls, which I didn't see that before. So I think we can do it in here. Light that up, see if that'll work. Oh, it's in the rolling machine. Oh, okay, we can't do that. Wait a second. Is that really the only place you can make that? I guess All right. Rolling machine is kind of expensive, isn't it? Oh yeah, it takes steel. All right, that plan is canceled. New plan idea here. Okay, maybe let's try make some lanterns, guys. Yes, light up our base a little bit better. Something you have been requesting for a while, so we don't have to keep fighting the mobs randomly. So I wanted to try make these brass lanterns maybe. So they have a core we have to fill up with alcohol. I think it's only two buckets per core, so they're not that expensive. And we can use brass, which we get from these pipes. I wanted to see if we can melt them down. No, okay, so that's interesting because it says we can heat them up and it gives us a double sheet. Maybe we have to do that in like the stove then. And then after we get the double sheets. Here, let's just see if this works, I guess. So, light her up. Says it's warming up, that's a good sign. It's going to bright red. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that takes quite a bit of time. Alright, well, we'll get another batch going, but it gives us a double sheet, and I think we can take those then and melt them in here. Yes, so that gives us 4 ingots of brass each one. That's a lot, actually. So, oh, and each of these gives you 2. So what do the cores cost? How do we make these cores? Empty core is just 1 sheet, so yeah, that's quite a bit. 3 pipes is like 12 lanterns, or 24 lanterns actually, right? So yeah, then after we put it in there, we got to take it out with the ingot mold here, and then work it on our anvil. Okay, so brass sheet. That means we got to weld them first. Then we got to work them, as we do. Work them, and then we make the core. I can't get this one. I can't get it, man. Oh, come on. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Why is this one so hard? That's lined up, isn't it? What am I? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. It's not shrink, it's punch. Got it. Oh my goodness, that was so hard for some reason. Okay. Oh, and we broke a mold. Okay. There was a little bit of confusion there, but I did manage to make 5 of these cores, so I just want to make sure. We got our satya here now. Let's see if we can actually fill them, because it does say we need a bottler. Okay, we can just right-click it, though. Okay, excellent. So that fills it up, and that used 2 buckets, like it says. Okay, cool. So this is how we get our cores, and then we just have to add some string and glass, and I think we have our lanterns. And here we go. So we take our spindle, we use it on the wool we get from our sheep, gives us the wool yarn, and we gotta take our glass, make some panes. So the core goes in the middle, then it's 4 panes, 2 wool yarn, and 2 sticks each. Nice. Okay, so that gives us 2, and like the big thing is these are permanent light sources, which is huge. So we don't have to keep relighting our torches and stuff anymore. Oh, and they actually look really nice. Awesome. Okay, and it looks like we don't have to refill them. I was wondering if we'd have to like put alcohol in constantly. Doesn't look like it. So that is cool. So it is wintertime right now in the game here. We get a little bit of ice showing up every so often. Whenever I see it, I try to go harvest it with our ice saw so that we can throw it into our pantry and keep things cool, keep our food preserved. So we got another 27 ice blocks from that run. I harvested it all. It doesn't produce very much, the lake there. Whatever we can get is good. It lasts for a long time in the ice bunker here. Woohoo! Alright, so check it out, everybody. It is actually nighttime out right now, but look how bright our base is. So I made a few more of these lanterns, scattered them around, and now we should be a lot safer at nighttime here. Got them in our house, got them scattered around here. Pretty good, right? I did put a couple at our brewing area there too. Yeah, feels a lot better around here now. Cool. All right, so I got an idea for a project we can do now. We set up this tree farm thing a couple episodes ago, and we made a coke oven, which has been running constantly, nonstop. But it's not really keeping up. I think even if we were to have like 3 or 4 of these, they're just way too slow to keep up with the amount of wood we're producing at our tree farm, and we need more charcoal than we're getting from this. So our goal is to make a secondary way of making charcoal that's faster, but we won't get the creosote oil from this. So we're gonna build it over here, I think. And it's kind of a weird idea. We'll see how it works. So I think maybe over here will be our center. It's gonna be an even number. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have a lot of sticky pistons, so I think we can only make this like 6 blocks longer. So is the plan. And then I think we want another row of blocks here. And we're gonna have sticky pistons that extend and then pick up the blocks in the middle. And we're gonna make it so the charcoal burns on top of here, and when we remove these blocks, it'll fall down below. Because it's a block that's affected by gravity, it should like form a pile below whenever we want to clear this thing out, and then we just go underneath and harvest it. I think it would be kind of cool. Oh, and I messed that up. Oh man, it didn't take long to mess up. Okay, so then we're gonna just run some redstone along here to activate the sticky pistons. Right, and they'll probably connect together or something. I don't know. Let's not worry about that just yet. We're gonna run glass. We're gonna make our walls out of glass, I think, so that we can see inside here. Maybe not the corners though, actually. Let's make the corners out of bricks. Okay, and then this is gonna go up about 3 or 4 blocks, I would say, and we'll fill that up with wood and then light it on fire to make charcoal. Okay, and we need I think we're gonna put a door on here. I think this doesn't burn when you're making charcoal. I could be wrong about that though. Actually, again, let's do the bricks, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we just about got it together here. I've added a lever for controlling the pistons. Just ran some redstone underneath here. Get to the other side. It's not pretty, but it'll work. So that controls the floor. We're gonna have some ladders on the side here so we can climb up if we need to. Let's finish up the building here. Probably run bricks along the top. And we gotta add a dropper in here. I think I'm gonna put it like right here. This will be full of torches, so when we hit a button, which I guess we'll just stick over here, that'll shoot a torch out and ignite the pile of wood. And then we probably want to add like a sticky piston to cover over the wood so the whole thing doesn't catch fire. We'll probably put over here. I guess we'll need another lever for that. I'm not really sure where to place it though. All right, let's just maybe let's do this, and I'll pretty it up later. Don't worry, guys. Oh, and I fall. Now we can't get up though, so maybe I gotta move the ladders to over here. Won't look as good. I don't know. We'll work it out. Don't you guys worry. Don't you worry. Don't need that there. We can cover this with glass, I think. Let's do that. All right, we gotta leave this one spot open. Okay, so that should be good to go. So then when we want to do a batch of charcoal, we just go inside here. We got a little bit of space to fill up. We stack the wood in 4 blocks high. We got to fill the whole thing up before we light it on fire. Right to the top. Yeah. And I guess I'm gonna harvest these trees to get some more wood because like that's all we got left of the pile over there. Ah! Hey there. Hey, you came out of nowhere. So much stuff. Look at all the sticks, all the saplings. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's another one. You know, I didn't even think about this, but this is pretty good actually. We can use the hole to finish filling this up and escape out the top, right? Yeah, so this is totally filled up with wood. So that's, I think, 12 per layer, and there's 4 layers, so that's 48 or something like that. So what we would do, now that we got it totally filled up, we hit this to ignite it. We wait and listen for the fire. Or we see the smoke anyways. Yeah, we see the smoke. No! No. Okay, I messed up. Oh no. Okay, so the door does burn. Is it still smoking? It is. I don't know if it's on fire. This is kind of why I wanted the glass too. Alright, it seems to be okay. Can we make an iron door? I was looking up buttons, by the way. Don't judge me for my searches, okay? Iron door. Yes, I don't think we can make it. We might be able to find one of these. Oh, it's only 6 wrought iron. Okay, that's not bad. Good stuff. All right, so I replanted all the trees again. We got our next batch going, and it seems like we're getting profit every harvest. Like we almost have 2 stacks of saplings here. So that's great. We're doing good on the trees. We let this go for a few hours in game, and you can see all the wood piles have turned over to charcoal, which basically you got to ignite the pile of wood and then get rid of all the air spaces around it is the way that works. So that's why we have this piston here. After the torch goes in, a fire appears in the space, and then we get rid of it once the pile ignites, and then there's no air spaces inside, unless the door catches fire. Then we got a problem. So that's why we just spam blocks in there to fill up the door that disappeared. I guess we got to sleep here again. So this is what I want to try out now. The floor that we can make disappear, right? So I cleared out an area below to give us a bit more space. And check this out. So we got an area down there. The idea is charcoal should be affected by gravity, so we can just drop it down after every time. Yeah, and it ends up down there. That's weird. That's pretty cool though. I want to do a little test as well. So like if I don't feel like harvesting this, I can just keep adding more to the piles. I want to see. Is he coming after me? I think we're okay. Those guys are very dangerous. That's like the one mob I'm terrified of in this. And he is definitely looking at me. Okay. Let's keep going. Although, the first day we played this, there was like a raptor that attacked me. I haven't seen one of those since. But that's something else I'm scared of. There's a few weird mobs in this, I know, and I haven't seen them again since like the first day we played. Is he coming after me? I don't know. Oh, he's still down there. Okay, so I just want to see, like, when we do the next batch, just want to make sure it'll actually get piled on, so we can just place this to test it. Check out that corner. And yeah, it added to there again. Alright, so we were back over at our brewing area here again. It finally rained in game here, so these auto-filled with water, all these barrels. We got fresh water in, so I didn't have to go down there and, like, haul it up. That saved a bunch of time. What we're gonna do, I got some bottles here. We're gonna take some of the sake we made. I made up a barrel of witch water, which is like awkward potion over here. I think one barrel of this will do 10 potions, so I kind of want to see if we can do like all 10 at once. It looks like it's gonna work. So that makes potions of swiftness, which is great because I do a lot of walking around in this. Check this out. This is pretty cool actually. So there's a white sheep and a gray sheep here. They kind of spawned in over time. They weren't here originally. Like I think every so often in TerraFirmaCraft, like you'll get new pigs and new sheep just spawning in. But it looks like the wild animals can actually have babies together. There's some babies here now, which is a pretty cool feature. I like it. We got a few minutes left this episode, guys. I just filled this up again, our bloomery. That's the main thing we need the charcoal for, by the way, making iron. So we got that going again. I thought maybe we would do a couple quests to finish off here, because we haven't done many of those lately. So let's check out our book. Where are we at? I thought we would do some of the steam power stuff. I think this is what we need to do to get into automating things a bit more. There is a thing for a crowbar here. Is that's wrought iron and I think hematite we can use for that. That should be a quick one. Do we have any hematites? I think I saved a couple pieces. Yeah, we got 2 pieces here. I think you get 2 each, so that'll be exactly enough if I'm not mistaken. Try it out here. This is how you get red dye. Oh, it's only 1 each. Okay, so we need 4 of those. Next quest. Can't do that one. Okay, it wants us to make the book for this mod. And I prepared a bunch of like plates and stuff for this before we started. Let's grab those over here. Melted down those pipes, remember? So we got this stuff ready. I think we got a book in here somewhere. There we go. Yeah, we got quite a bit of this piping stuff, so we can probably do a lot with this mod now. So one of these and one of those, that makes the book. Cool. Hand that in. Extra life. Let's see what this says. Esteemed Innovation. This is a mod I haven't played around with myself. Rocket launcher. That's a great way to start a mod. When I see that, that makes me happy. Okay. Metal casting, flintlock weapons. Yeah, we used some of these before. These were pretty good, actually. So this is like all the recipes and stuff in the mod, I guess. Is that all the book is, or is there any information? Bits and bobs. Oh, okay, there's a little bit of info here too on the side. Okay, anyways, so we got that if we need to reference it. Next up, it wants us to make the tools. So wrought iron and brass ingots. Again, I prepared some of this stuff. So there's ingots and there's these plates or sheets. They're different. Made a pile of the ingots over here. We have some wrought iron. I think it was 4, right? I wonder how safe we're going to be at nighttime now. Oh, it's 3. Never mind. Okay, we got that. What's the spyglass? Check it out here. 5 sheets and 2 panes. Like that. Yeah, okay. Spyglass. Let's check this out. Is this like a telescope? Ho ho ho! How do I zoom out? So you right click to zoom in. Oh, left click to zoom out. That's pretty cool. You can easily see when our charcoal's done from here. I wonder if that gives anybody like motion sickness. I feel like it could. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay. Let's get to the book here. So we got all 4 of these. We found the pipes and stuff just out in the world randomly. Gives us an astrolabe. Don't know what that does. And I guess we'll take the bag. Good bag reward. I found an ingenious way to transport items. A pressurized steam cannon. This mortar will launch items skyward at a high trajectory to land at a target location. Simply insert items via hopper, set a target, and watch items fly. An astroblade is my device of choice for aiming the mortar. Okay, so that's what this thing's for. First, I have to shift right-click on target location with an astroblade, and then right-click on the mortar to calibrate it. Interesting. So that's kind of like the item cannon from, I think, Open Blocks, from what it sounds like. Maybe a little bit more configurable. That's cool. Probably will use that eventually. Oh, and it looks like this one's done already. We found one of these in the world. We will take the gold pipe, because we don't have much gold right now. Flash boiler component. We need a boiler, we need a steam tank, some pipes, basalt, plates. Let's check our chest here. Do we have the boiler? We have a steam tank. Good. And we have a boiler. Excellent. So we probably can make that pretty easy. Boiler, steam tank, pipes, and plates. There we go. Control click to go to information. Control click. Flash boiler. I find myself needing more and more boilers as my steam usage continues to increase. I grew fed up with the endless boilers filling my workshop, so I set out to make something superior. The result? A flash boiler. The flash boiler consumes water and fuel at a rate tenfold that of the basic boiler, but its output is also tenfold. Flash boiler requires time to heat up and will not produce steam as quickly or as efficiently until warmed up. Ooh. So it's like a super duper... Oh, it shows that you're supposed to get 2. I only got 1. So they must have lowered the rate a little bit to make it more expensive. Interesting. Alright, let's take... I guess we'll go for a reward bag. We have lots of extra lives. Oh, and we're going to get a compass. I'm actually kind of excited about that. Good bag. Look at that. We got an extra life. Regardless. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've gotten any of those blue flowers yet. Cool. Another one done. Do we have time for more? It looks like this one's done just as it is. Galvanized iron ingots. That sounds expensive. Let's take it. This is truly amazing. It actually picks up items laying on the floor and places them in the chest over there. Oh, is this like a vacuum hopper? Wait a minute. That sounds cool. A little tinkering with my fan has rewarded me with a vacuum, a device that will suck in all matter of things, outputting items to inventories placed opposite the mouth of the vacuum. So I think this is the mouth. The side with the grate on. I can adjust the vacuum's range with a wrench. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. So we have 4 of them apparently. And then... Oh, okay, we did something. Oh, that's just flipping it. Range 9 blocks. We hold shift. Okay, that's how we can increase it. But I think we might need steam power with this. I'll probably have to look it up though. It doesn't really suck up anything, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look how to use that. It could be really cool though. Oh, you scared me. But yeah, anyways, guys, I think we're going to end the episode for today. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. And until next time, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.